So, I have opened my Etsy shop last week and I thought I would sit down and just film a little bit what's been going on these days and just chat and knit a little bit with you. I am working on this beanie. It's a Passioknit Kelsie pattern. It's on her homepage, on her Etsy, and on her Ravelry. It's the chunky beanie pattern, and it's in colors that my mother requested because she wanted to have a beanie in this color. She bought, I don't know if it was a sweater or a jacket that she bought. Anyway, this microphone should be pointing to my mouth, and it wasn't. Anyway, Etsy shop. The small beginnings. I do have some finished products I can show you in a minute. But generally, why did I do it? Just for fun. I'm not expecting much out of it. I'm not in need of money. I have a day job, which I like. I'm an accountant. But my passion has always been in arts. I've drawn since I was a little child. Since I was 9 years old, I considered it really my hobby. And then I transitioned to knitting and crocheting, I think 2 or 3 years ago. So I've always had a creative mind, so to say. But I didn't know what I would be doing with all those knitted and crocheted projects that I would be doing, and I thought it would be nice to have a little project on the side that was also a little bit more entrepreneurial. Luckily, since I'm an accountant, I have, I think, an easier way to get all through the administrational stuff. So that was not all too difficult for me because I'm used to the language that the governments are speaking, which is a lot of times far away from any usual slang that would be used in our day-to-day talk. But it was easier than I thought, which, as some people might know, in Germany, things are usually very complicated and very bureaucratic. But this was quite easy. Registering a company, you have to register a small business. Online was a matter of 10 minutes, but you have to consider some stuff that you might not know. So, of course, registering your business, everyone should know when they start a business, but also getting a packaging license. Because the thought behind it is, as I understood, you are sending out packages to end consumers and then they have to recycle it or get away with it? No, throw it away. So because of that, you have to pay fees. You, as the person who's creating products and shipping them out, is creating garbage. So you have to register to a central federal site and then also register to a supplier, third party, that is in the approved list of the federal packaging license website. And then you have to make an estimate of how much in grams, kilograms you think you will be sending to end consumers in terms of packaging. That is the primary packaging of your product. The shipping packaging, this can be pretty much anything. There are a few exceptions, but not when it comes to this, which I would send in bags, in poly bags. And those poly bags I need to pay a shipping license for. So that is something that I did. I made an estimate that is probably way too huge. I made a prepayment and I skipped a purl for whatever reason. What happened here? I'm fixing it quickly. And then by the end of the year, I will send them the actual amount of grams I've sent out in shipping materials so that they can charge me for the correct amount. Since I was pre-charged, it will probably be a little bit of a credit note. Let's see. So, and then of course I need to sign up on the federal, financial portal to get a tax ID, because I am a small business. I have to get a tax ID, or at least let them know that I don't earn as much that I am eligible for VAT yet. So this is what I have to do. And yeah, I'm just waiting for my tax registration, and then I am completely done. My shop is already up because I'm still within the same month as my registration, so my small business registration with the government is already done. I already have my packaging license. I am just waiting for the final confirmation of my tax registration. And since it's in the same month, that's no problem. And I'm not paying VAT anyway because I'm too small. So I will have to pay, how do you say? I will have to pay earning taxes by the end of the year. Not by the end of the year, but for year 2025. I have to submit my taxes by mid-2026 and see if, I've made any earnings. If I've made any earnings, I have to pay taxes. If I have made more losses than earnings, I get taxes back. So this is how it works usually. And for the government to say that I can get taxes back from losses, I have to make a good statement that I am actually trying to earn money in the following years. So, but that's usually not too much of a hassle if you do it properly. Which is why I have created a Notion table with all of my earnings and costs, and my size with my earnings and costs. That's all I need to do. I don't need to have a full accounting. So just a usual cost and expense list with reference to the invoices is enough on my scale. So I will be mainly selling the things that I create with my own two hands, usually knitted or crocheted, some things in combination with sewing. This is at least the plan. I've already finished some products which I can show you. The variety is not as big yet because I'm still building stock. I have quite a few ideas, but let's go. I can show you. All right. So what I have here are 2 bandanas, also a pattern from Passioknit Kelsie. Don't worry, I'm not just using her patterns. I have a list of patterns that I want to try out, but she inspired me a lot. So this is a bandana. I will list the patterns below. This is a bandana pattern by Passioknit Kelsie. This has been crocheted in rainbow cotton 6/8 from Hobie. Come here. So there's that. Then there's the second bandana, also a pattern by by Passioknit Kelsie, also in rainbow cotton upper, also in rainbow cotton. Then I have beanies. This is the same beanie as this one, the same pattern, the chunky knit pattern, and it is knitted in drops, merino extra fine in 2 green colors. Same pattern for this one. So this is merino wool, of course. The bandanas are in cotton. This is acrylic. This is specifically the Tea Time Halloween version from Hobie. Yeah, it's really, really soft. I really like it. And then I have this one strand merino extra fine from Drops, and another strand of acrylic yarn I have bought in Woolworth some time ago. Then we do have scrunchies with some velvet yarn that I had in my stash. This is Toucan Sprinkle. This is, oh my god, this green. Is it Honey Bunny? I think this is, no, this is Baby Snuggle from Hobie. Again, some chenille that I had in my stash with this great color. This is Honey Bunny from Hobie. You see I'm testing quite a few chenille yarns out. This is also chenille I had in my stash. And Toucan, the normal Toucan without the sprinkle. Toucan Sprinkle, Toucan. This one. Pink, 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 pink. Then some sneak peeks I am currently working on. So I have tested already. This is going to be a belt. Also in bamboo. Rainbow bamboo? What am I talking about? Rainbow 86 cotton. Yeah, I'm making a belt. I have finished one for my boyfriend who's currently testing it, but so far so good. It works really well. I have to say it works really well. So I will continue to do these, and this one I'm doing for a colleague of mine who has ordered these two colors. Exciting, exciting. Then there is another thing that I'm testing right now. Right, so this is going to be a bow tie. I have to find the right fabric to use for the neck part, but this is the main part of the bow tie. And I have already today received the clips for it, proper bow tie clips. So you can adjust it to your size, the size that you want around your neck, and then you have it around your neck. Amazing! And then there is one last thing that I've already finished. It's this granny stitch bag, and I'm very happy with it. It turned out better than I thought it would. So it has really nice functioning zippers. 1, 2, and then there is a small pouch for your little clutter, also with a zipper, so that, I don't know, your coins or your lipstick doesn't fall through the granny square spaces, right? And it has a strap made out of bamboo cotton. You can also release the strap, and the strap is adjustable. So I've measured it out. You can change it to a circumference between 100 centimeters and 150. So that's the bag. Then another whip I've been working on, which is something that I have free-handed, and the hook fell out. I'm using Clover Amour hooks because they're so smooth. They're just so smooth. I love them. This is going to be a sweater in size large. This is being made in Red Heart Super Saver in the color Off-White. Really happy with how it turns out. It's exactly perfectly my size if I look at the Yarn Council site. Perfect size. It's a raglan, free-handed. So that worked out. Really happy with it. And we have a few huge plans coming up to us for me and Nick. Nick is my boyfriend. We are going to move next month. Next month, within next month, I mean, oh, where is he? We are using Swarm, so I'm just seeing that he checked into Rewe, one of our grocery stores. So Swarm is an app where you can lock where you have been. So for example, if I am at a Starbucks, I check in with the app into Starbucks and get some points. It's gamification, but anyway. So my boyfriend has checked into Rewe and is buying some juice for us. Our favorite juice, and especially my favorite juice. He introduced me to that juice and now I am obsessed. It's low sugar, so yay. Regardless, groceries, amazing stuff. Anyway, we are going to move in November. So this apartment is currently also, it used to be Nick's apartment. Currently it's temporarily ours together because I've moved out of my apartment in July. Why? Because we've always had the goal to find something bigger for us, which we did. And in November we are going to move to a 2-story apartment in a house that has 3 renters, so it's three apartments, and we have the upper 2 floors. We are going to go to it tomorrow to measure everything out so that we have it all planned, and then beginning of November we are going to move in there, and it will be big. It is perfect for us. So we both need our own offices to have a clear headspace and work. But then we also have a huge hobby room where Nick can print 3D, stream, whatever we want to do. He has a plotter as well, so all kinds of shenanigans that we can do there. And for me, it will be a space to, I don't know, draw. We have a huge Cintiq that my boyfriend got very cheaply, like for a low price. The old Cintiqs with the huge displays, amazing. And I will use it for my knitting, crocheting, drawing, whatever you want. We will start packing in 1 or 2 weeks, which will be, it's a lot of stuff here. My boyfriend has been a freelancer for 9 years, so he has a lot of equipment. He's a media designer. And my stuff is in storage until I get it mid-November. But this apartment alone will be full of boxes, and we are not looking forward to it, but it's a necessary part of moving. We will be able to get through it. And in the meanwhile, I will continue to work on my stock. This is not part of the stock. Why am I raising this? This is not part of the stock. This is for my mother. My mother requested this, so it's not part of the stock. I will try out new patterns. I will draft some new patterns. I actually want to turn the sweater into a pattern sooner or later. I have checked the Yarn Council website regarding different sizing, so I will have to try out different sizes. And I can't wait until I have all of my yarn stash back, because it's also in storage. I couldn't bring a huge amounts of yarn into this apartment. It's too tiny, so can't wait. I really can't wait. It will be beautiful space. It will be close to a forest for Appa, close by a lake in the summer to swim in. Not a private lake, it's a public lake. So a little bit outside of Berlin, a little bit outside of the whole chaos. I think it's a good time to move a little bit out of the city. A little bit more calm, not as expensive. Berlin has gotten crazy expensive. 10 years ago it used to be such an inexpensive city, right? And it has gotten so costly. Anyway, I will continue to work on this. Nick will come home in a few minutes, and then he will probably sit on his laptop while I crochet, and we will just spend some time together, relaxed, while Appa is also lying there. And if you are interested in some of my items, you can buy those on etsy.com/libro or libro.etsy.com. I ship worldwide, but of course I'm shipping from Germany, so if you're in the US, beware of tariffs. Currently I do not provide free shipping yet, so please also be aware of that. For my stock, I'll also receive some tags in a little bit. I've ordered tags from a Spanish shop. I will show you the shop once the items arrive, and I can confirm that they are the quality that I expect. The photos look nice. The conversation with the shop owner has been nice so far, so I am positive that it will be good, but you never know. It will take a few days. I think the estimated delivery is 7th of October to 13th of October. And since that manufacturer sits in Spain, usually it shouldn't take too long when it was shipped, but they also need to be produced because it's a custom design, right? So I have chosen a font, I have chosen a symbol, and I have chosen the text that's supposed to be written in the font. My boyfriend immediately, he's a typography nerd, he immediately was like, oh, that's font XY. Every designer is using it because they think it's cool. We live in a quite creative household and I love it. I really love it. It's fun. We are nerds and we embrace it. I will continue to work on this hat and I will continue to either work on the belt, this belt. I'm using a 3.5mm hook for this. Or I will continue to work on another too much yarn. Can you believe that? It's too much yarn here. Or I will continue to work on this bandana, for which I haven't finished that double. Do you see this? I didn't even finish the double crochet stitch. Was I that tired? Yes, I was tired yesterday, it seems. Very, very happy with the rainbow cotton. It's pretty soft for a cotton. I love to see a stash of products that's going to rise, right? And I think that was my boyfriend's car. Did you hear the door? Maybe. It was outside and the balcony door is of Kipp, which is something very German. It's like not fully open, but like crooked open. Anyway, what am I trying to say? I will continue to film a little bit throughout the week. Maybe with updates, maybe with stuff. I will have different sections. There's so much I can show you. I have a whole little container with different levels full of little trinkets and stuff that I can use for my knitting and crocheting. New product ideas. I'm currently scouting for patterns that I can use, not just from Passioknit Kelsie, although I really like her bunch of beanies that I'm almost throwing down. It was not on purpose, I swear to God. It was very stupid how I held them too. So maybe we can do a vlog going shopping for fabric. What is it with me today? It's not funny when it happens too often. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to it.
Guten Tag.
Dein arbeitsloser Mann.
Herzlich willkommen zu Ich habe gekündigt, die Show mit Wasserspielern. Ah, geil, ne?
Du hast kein Mikro an.
Ich weiß, deswegen schrei ich so laut, damit ich dein Mikro gehe. Vorher werden die Pest wandert.
Oh, Alter!
Alter. Schön, pack rein.
Was tun Sie da?
Ich inspiziere nur die Keksauswahl. Um halt dann die neuen ausgebauten Standorte reinzuschließen.
Ja.
Das funktioniert mit den Hauptkarten. So, Umzug mit bestehenden Tarifen. In diesem Fall bleibt der Vertrag bestehen und die Mindeststrafe beginnt nicht erneut. Gegebenenfalls bestehen Zugriff plus Country Flat, Kinder-Country und Schokolade bleiben bestehen. Geräte und Stand habe ich eben.
Was guckst du mich so an? Ach, du bist so süß. Baby.
Eine Reihe bekommen.
Oh.
Aus einem Bouquet, wenn sie das.
Das wäre
Ich weiß
lustig.
nicht, vergeben, aber ob sie natürlich sagen, hey, der hat 8 Telefonnummern, wir geben ihn aus einer Reihe.
Wofür hat er 8 Telefonnummern? I mean.
Doch, Tierquälerei.
Kann die Art... Okay, da war ein bisschen Bewegung dabei.
Es ist noch ein Restlebenswille da.
Es ist noch ein Restlebenswille da.
Aber nicht mehr viel.
Dich hier ein Kissen. Da kannst du deinen Kopf drauf.
Oh.
Siehst du, es ist doch besser.
ja auch wie Linus bei den Jobtipps auch immer dann dieses so.
Ja.
Der hat neulich auch wieder irgendwas.
Visible paint. As we've seen earlier, F1 drivers can appear too stunned to speak, but they can also appear too dead to convey any emotions whatsoever other than Spain. Nelly, Oliver Behrman, Gabriel Bortoleto, Isaac Hajar has the pressures of being a Red Bull driver, and Jack Doohan entrusted his to remotely survive. Alexander Albin, a fly driver with a...
Mach ich Vlogi?
Was Vlog? Ich komme ich jetzt ins Fernsehen?
Oh Gott, oh Gott!
Mit meinem kaputten Kartlicht. Mit meinem kaputten Parklicht, das wollte ich sagen. Weil mein Parklicht ist kaputt seit Vater. Das muss ich mal wieder wechseln. Alle 10 Monate neue Birne reinschrauben, dadurch auch die Einstellung außer Wucht bringt. Und deswegen eigentlich de facto jeden Oktober zum Licht testen müssen. Und man weiß ja, wie toll die Werkstätten es lieben, wenn du wegen diesem kostenlosen Lichttesttermin zu denen willst. Da haben die richtig Bock für dich einen Termin zu machen.
Kapi Vogel!
Ich wollte Platz fürs Bild machen.
Gewisse Sonderbedingungen treffen ein, wie zum Beispiel extremes Gebirge.
Gerade da oben ist ein Licht, aber das ist einfach nur der Button für die Fototaste.
Was ist wichtiger, das Tempolimit oder die Haltebucht? Ich persönlich bin für das Tempolimit, deswegen sehr unglücklich gemacht. Keine Schilder, Ampeln funktionieren nicht. Was ist mit simpleren Konzepten von dem Verkehr zu regeln? Was ist zum Beispiel mit...
I did a bit on the tiniest bit of this game to
2006 and has since then become one of the most recognizable faces of the network. Britannia preparing food at the White House and allegedly...
Well, that was it for this vlog. I just finished another bandana. I finished this yellow one, which you've seen on the vlog, and I also just finished this one, which you've also just seen on my vlog. So, just a few detailed shots on this one, a granny stitch bandana, and this one is a solid double crochet bandana. Appa, do you like that? And with that, I have 4 bandanas for my shop. The latter 2 I will put on the shop tomorrow, so you'll be able to buy them as well. Isn't that nice? And with that, I'll see you next time. I hope to see you again. Bye!